What philosophical arguments support the concepts of negative and positive rights? Have you ever wondered about the different types of rights and how they shape our understanding of justice? Today, we will discuss the philosophical arguments that support negative and positive rights, especially in the context of libertarianism. Negative rights are often described as the rights to life, liberty, and property. From a libertarian perspective, these rights are natural and inalienable. This means they exist independently of any government or social contract. The idea is that individuals inherently possess these rights, and others must respect them by not interfering. This concept is rooted in classical liberal thought, particularly the writings of John Locke. Locke emphasized that each person is entitled to their own life and property. He argued that no one should harm another's life, liberty, or possessions. Libertarians argue that negative rights requiring others to refrain from certain actions, like coercion or theft. This non-interference is seen as essential for true freedom. The belief is that, when individuals are free from interference, they can pursue their own paths and make choices without outside pressure. On the other hand, positive rights are understood as entitlements to receive certain goods or services. These can include health care, education, or social security. Philosophically, positive rights imply that others have a duty to provide something to the rights holder. This is where libertarians raise concerns. They argue that positive rights impose duties on others, which often involves coercion or forced redistribution. For example, if health care is considered a positive right, someone must be compelled to provide it. This usually happens through taxation or regulation. Libertarians contend that this infringes on the provider's negative rights. It violates their liberty to use their property and labor as they choose. The core libertarian argument against positive rights is that they conflict with individual freedom. To enforce positive rights, a governing authority must intervene in people's lives. This intervention can diminish overall liberty. Libertarians believe that true justice and liberty arise only when the state focuses on protecting negative rights. This means preventing harm and coercion without imposing obligations to provide for others. In practice, libertarianism supports a society where individuals can enter voluntary agreements. Charity can address needs, but the idea that anyone has a right to be provided for by others through force or law is rejected. This perspective views positive rights as a form of state power that undermines personal responsibility and freedom. In summary, the philosophical support for negative rights in libertarianism is based on the principle of non-interference and the natural entitlement to life, liberty, and property. Positive rights are challenged because they require coercive duties that violate these fundamental liberties. Understanding these arguments helps clarify the ongoing debate about rights and justice in society.